Good morning, Stampers, and welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. Today I wanted to share with you a little trick that I came upon when I wanted to make a poinsettia with our new poinsettia punch for a card. But when you make a poinsettia with the punch as it's originally intended, it's quite large and it's great for packages, bags, banners, any other 3D item that you would like to make, brooches, anything like that. But when I wanted to make have one on a card, I thought, that's a little too big. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's one that I'm going to put on Christmas packages. It's just attached to one of our gold doilies and on a polka dot straw. I just thought the glitter paper was just great. A little pearl in the middle. But again, I just thought it was too big to put in an envelope and give on to somebody as part of their card. So I stared at it a little bit and I thought, well, what would happen if I just used the small petal and the rest of the die to make a smaller size poinsettia for my cards. In fact, we're making this card tonight at my Super Stampers class, and here's how their packet will look. They're getting some of this gold ribbon in their packet. It's also in the holiday catalog. It's on page 29, and it's a gold roll of ribbon and a white roll of ribbon. It's 3/8 inches wide, and it's a glitter ribbon, and it's $10 for both rolls. You get 5 yards each roll. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, really, really, really pretty. Just love it. So elegant. And then also on this card, I will be using the Designer Series paper, which I love also. It's on page 9. It's right here in the middle. They have it showing the other side in the catalog, but it's music, sheet music, and it's Silent Night is a song that's on here, and it's just so pretty. The background is vanilla, so that automatically to me dresses up a card or a project you're doing. To me, white can be cute and nice and crisp. Vanilla is more elegant and upscale and just super, super pretty. So that's the card base, is our vanilla. And inside the packet here, the little envelope, my customers will be receiving all the pieces. I did the work for them as far as cutting out the poinsettia because I have one punch and I didn't want them all to sit around and wait while the other person punched. But I will show them, like I'm showing you, that if you cut a piece of cardstock 1 inch wide by 3 1/4 inches long, you will alleviate all the waste that you would have by punching everything all at once and going over it and having other things punch out partially that you don't want. So I punched out all my pieces this way, in this manner, and it saved a lot of paper, and I just had a little scrap left to toss away. Then I just used another scrap for the centerpiece here, and that's pretty easy because it goes in a lot of spaces, so that one's kind of self-explanatory. But you need 4, you need 4 for the top layer of the poinsettia and 4 for the bottom layer. So top layer, bottom layer, and then the third layer here is actually these. So again, I just put a strip in there, same size, and just went all the way down in there and punched. And you'll get a little bit of that, but you need a handle. So 2 of those. And then you need 2 1-inch circles. I use a 1-inch circle punch for that. Now again, I'm going to share with you my little trick about the multi-purpose Tombow glue. I keep mine stored in a little creamer cup, just because it will keep the glue at the bottom, at the base for me, and whenever I get ready to use it, it's there, and I don't have to do anything to try to get it out. It's already there at the tip. Now, my little tip for you that know me is that I put the glue out ready and I let it sit while I'm doing something else. So when I get ready to use it, it is tacky. It's not so wet as it is right this second. That things will, when it's tacky, they'll stick better. And I don't have to worry about things falling apart, like, you know, not staying where I want them to be, and then have to keep rearranging these petals because they're slipping around on the glue. So it'll be tacky for me. Now I took our white craft ink. This is also in the annual catalog. And I am sponging with one of our stamping sponges all the Cherry Cobbler red petals on the point for the poinsettia. In California here, we don't have a white Christmas, or rarely. We might have a little bit of snow once every 20 years or so. And it usually melts by the time it hits the ground. So I am living in a non-reality world for me as far as frost. Well, we get a little frost, but not snow. And then I'm going to use the Always Artichoke on Always Artichoke cardstock for the leaves. And our poinsettia will take 3 leaves. Okay, that's all there is to that. Now I'm going to just kind of be mean to my leaves and get them crumpled up. I like them to have a realistic look. So I just crumple them up. You don't need to worry about rhyme or reason. Just crumple them up. Probably the more the better. And then you just straighten them back out when you're done. Now there is a pointy top to all of these and a more rounded top. So we're going to always want the pointy tips out. So you'll see the pointy tips are out. And we do want to fold all the pieces. But the red ones we don't want to crumble. We want those kind of just the way they are. So I'll fold all those. And by the time I get done folding all of these, and I've already sponged them all quite fast and easy. I should have named myself Inky Fingers. I always get inky fingers. Anyway, I like to stamp all day, so that's why it's Stampin' All Day with Bev.blogspot.com. I'm also here on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, so you can visit me at all those places. Okay, here's my pieces. And what I'm going to do is take one of my tacky circles, and I'm going to look for the rounded side, and I'm just going to place it down. See there how it stays? And then I'm going to match this one up so they touch end to end there. Okay, now round it in there, round it in there. Okay. Now, my other piece is going to go right on top. Again, because it's tacky, it's not going to move around a lot on me, hardly at all. But now this time, it's fresh here, so it might move around a little bit unless I decide to do something else, which in this case, if this packet's for one of my customers, so I'm not going to do it, but at this time I might put my ribbon onto my DSP and then layer that all to my card and stamp the little tag, Merry Christmas, and punch that out. And by the time I do those few things, just a few minutes worth of time, this would be nice and tacky again. So I could go back, find the rounded points, and alternating the petals, set them there, just like we did last time, end to end first. That keeps you nice and symmetrical. And just fit it in there like that. Is this not simple and gorgeous? Now I'm thinking about drawing these onto some velveteen fabric or some, I don't know, some different kinds of fabric, and making some fabric poinsettias, because I just think they're gorgeous. And I like these perfect shapes, so I would use these as a pattern. Okay, so now this is a dimensional, and if you don't keep the paper on there long enough, it sticks back to your fingers. Now you take one of these centerpieces and stick it on there like that, again alternating the petals. And then this one, we don't want that dimensional showing there, so I would go to my mini glue dots, stick one down there. Now what do? That's right, alternate the petals. Let's see how that covers up everything. So beautiful. Now these little guys, I fold up the 4 little petals, and you'll have this little area at the bottom that fits nicely on a mini glue dot. Press and pull and set down. Again, fold up the 4 little petals. Find the nice little flat back. Press and pull. Okay, now what do I do again? This is how I teach my classes. I say it a couple of times so you get it. Alternate the petals. See how full that is? Okay, now I didn't bring with me this time my paper piercer. Hold on. Just makes life a whole lot easier if you have a paper piercer. You go underneath the rhinestone. It sticks right to the paper piercer. And then you put it where you want it. And there you go. Okay, the leaves. Let's put a little dot of glue there. Make sure you've got the rounded edges. You might need some on the back too. Just depends. But what I do is I like to stick it between the circles there. So it's nice and finished. There's no raw edges sticking out. Just kind of picky about that kind of thing. There we go. And then one more right down here. Now, what I love so much about paper crafting is it's one area of my life where I get to manipulate things. Not very many parts of our lives where we get to do that, right, ladies? So it's fun. This is where you're going, this is how you're staying, and this is what you're going to look like, and yay, everybody's happy. Okay, so there's your poinsettia. Now, I talked about I had put the ribbon on. I had layered the DSP on, stamped my tag, put that on, another little rhinestone to kind of coordinate with that one, and that's it. This little guy needs a rhinestone, so while you're here, I might as well just finish that one off. And I've got 2 extras done. So if anybody wants to buy a card from me, I do sell them, usually for $3 a piece. Or if you order online, I mail cards out, so I'll have some cards ready to go. So visit me on my blog, again, stampinalldaywithbev.blogspot.com, or email me at mofun44@sbcglobal.net, or even better yet, give me a phone call, 209-835-8343, sorry about that, and we can talk. Be nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Bye-bye.